The European Union announces its own plans to rival U.S. moves to boost its energy transition. Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, European Commission head Ursula von der Leyen said her institution is drafting a new law that aims to make Europe a center for clean technology and innovation. She notes it will focus investments on strategic projects along the entire supply chain. Von der Leyen adds they will especially look at how to simplify and fast-track permitting for new clean tech production sites. The move comes months after the U.S. launched its Inflation Reduction Act, which would drive investment into clean energy. But some European countries fear the measure could force the region's companies to move investments and jobs to the U.S. China is signaling its willingness to engage with more countries to help boost its COVID-hit economy. Chinese Vice Premier Liu He addressed global leaders gathered in Davos, Switzerland, to make it clear that China is open for foreign investments. He maintains China is open to the world. His speech comes after the world's second largest economy reported a slowdown in its GDP growth in 2022. It slumped to 3% last year, the worst level in nearly half a century. The Chinese leader also warning about the impact of what he describes as spillover effects of Western interest rate hikes on emerging markets.
We call for more attention to the negative spillover effect of major countries' rate hikes on the emerging markets and developing countries, so as not to add to more debt or financial risks. We also stand ready to work with all parties to find solutions to the debt issues of some developing countries.
Liu is set to meet with U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen for their first in-person meeting in Zurich amid brewing tensions between the world's top two economies. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. begins his pitch for the Maharlika Investment Fund. Marcos mentioned the controversial fund during his speech at the World Economic Forum's Country Strategy Dialogue on Tuesday. This even as the fund has yet to be established, with the measure only hurdling the House of Representatives, while a counterpart bill has not been filed at the Senate yet.
The process of establishing our first ever sovereign wealth fund is underway. Such a fund is one tool among many in our efforts to diversify our financial portfolio, which includes our existing institutions pursuing investment that will generate stable returns, but also welfare effects spanning employment creation, improvement of public service, and a decrease in costs of economic activities.
President Marcos also highlighted the Philippines' economy's ability to withstand external shocks.
Our strong macroeconomic fundamentals, fiscal discipline, structural reforms, and liberalization of key sectors instituted over the years have enabled us to withstand the negative shocks caused by the pandemic and succeeding economic downturns and map a route towards a strong recovery. There's a vast range of investment opportunities available, such as in renewable energy, agro-processing, transportation, infrastructure development, amongst others, and several public-private partnerships in the pipeline.
The lead convener of the Private Sector Advisory Council highlighting the strong partnership between the Marcos administration and the private sector. Sabine Aboitiz says Marcos is on the right track in terms of nation building. He adds the president is also effectively showcasing the Philippines on the global stage.
President's belief in the private sector is very strong. You know, the amount of money we need is quite a large sum for the country to build the infrastructure projects that we want between the roads, the ports, you know, the airports. So we're going to need a lot of the funds to come in. So we're going to need a lot of the funds and the expertise from countries around the world. Right? And so for us, the private sector, we can partner with the best in the world, right? To be able to solve problems, and not Band-Aid, but to structurally change so that it works for the generations to come.